Did you know that 72% of business leaders emphasize the need for creativity when hiring? Now imagine the impact of fostering this creativity in the classroom. Creativity, an often overlooked yet integral part of the educational journey, is not just about painting a pretty picture or composing a catchy tune. It's about thinking differently, solving problems in unique ways, and finding fresh perspectives. And it's not just the artists and musicians who need it. Business leaders, scientists, and innovators all require a creative spark to thrive. In the classroom, creative teaching methods can have a profound impact. They can boost student engagement, making lessons more memorable and learning more enjoyable. They can enhance problem-solving skills, empowering students to think outside the box. And they can deepen understanding of complex concepts, making difficult subjects more accessible. So how can educators harness this much-needed creativity in their teaching? Let's dive into some tools and techniques. Scene script. Stories have been captivating us since the dawn of time. Why not use them in your classroom? The magic of storytelling lies in its ability to transport us to different places, times, and situations, all while we're sitting comfortably in one spot. This magic can be a powerful tool in the classroom. When we introduce new topics through stories, we create a bridge between the unknown and the familiar, making the new information more accessible and relatable. For instance, introducing the concept of a food chain through the story of a little mouse in the wild can help students understand the subject more intuitively. Storytelling can also be used to illustrate complex ideas. A well-crafted narrative can take abstract concepts and give them a tangible form, something students can hold on to. Imagine explaining the concept of gravity through the story of a falling apple, just like the famous tale of Sir Isaac Newton. Encouraging critical thinking is another strength of storytelling. By presenting a problem within a narrative, we challenge students to think, to analyze, and to problem solve. For example, a story about a community facing water shortage can lead to a discussion on resource management, environmental responsibility, and even social justice. Stories can be based on real-world scenarios, historical events, or they can be completely fictional. You could build a narrative around a concept, or even turn a mathematical equation into an adventurous journey. Remember, a well-told story can make even the most complex concepts memorable and engaging. Who said learning can't be fun? With gamification, it can be. Imagine a classroom where students are excited to participate, where they're motivated to learn, not from fear of failing a test, but from the desire to level up in a game. That's the power of gamification. It's a creative teaching technique that uses elements of play to stimulate learning. It's not about turning education into a game, but rather, it's about incorporating game elements into learning to make it more engaging, more fun. Now, you might be wondering, how can we incorporate games into lessons? Well, the possibilities are endless. You could use online quizzes, turning a mundane multiple-choice test into a fast-paced, competitive game. Or, you could use board games to teach complex concepts. For example, you could use a game of Monopoly to teach economic principles or a game of chess to teach strategic thinking. Another powerful tool is role-play exercises. Students could act out historical events, scientific processes, or literary characters. This not only makes learning fun, but it also helps students to understand and remember the material better. Role-play exercises also encourage empathy, as students get to step into the shoes of different characters and see the world from their perspectives. But it's not just about the games. Interactive learning is another crucial aspect of creative teaching. It's about involving students in the learning process, making them active participants rather than passive recipients of information. Interactive learning could involve group projects, discussions, or hands-on experiments. It's about creating a dynamic, engaging learning environment where students are motivated to learn, not because they have to, but because they want to. So the next time you plan a lesson, think about how you can turn it into a game or an interactive experience. Remember, learning doesn't have to be a chore. With a little creativity, it can be an exciting adventure. In the digital age, there's an app for everything, including creative teaching. The rise of technology has revolutionized the way we teach and learn, introducing a vast array of digital tools designed to encourage creativity and enhance the learning experience. Picture this, a classroom where students dive into the depths of their imaginations to create mind maps, not on paper, but on their screens. Online mind mapping tools like Bubble.us and MindMup have made this possible, allowing students to visually organize information and ideas, fostering creative thinking. Then there are digital storytelling platforms such as Storybird and Storyjumper. These platforms take the art of storytelling to a whole new level, enabling students to write their own stories, complete with illustrations. This not only nurtures their creativity but also hones their writing skills. And let's not forget the realm of virtual reality. Imagine a history lesson where students can walk through the streets of ancient Rome, or a science class where they can explore the inner workings of a cell. Virtual reality apps like Google Expeditions and Nearpod make these immersive learning experiences possible, transforming the classroom into a creative and exciting place of discovery. So why not explore the world of digital tools and see how they can add a creative spark to your lessons? From mind maps to digital stories and virtual reality, there's a whole world of possibilities out there just waiting to be discovered. Creativity isn't an add-on, it's a necessity in today's fast-paced, ever-changing world. We've been on quite a journey exploring the impact of creativity in teaching, the power of storytelling, gamification, and digital tools. Now it's time for you to take the reins. Remember, being creative doesn't mean you have to paint a masterpiece or write the next great American novel. It's about finding fresh and engaging ways to present information, to make the learning process more interesting and effective. Try incorporating storytelling into your lessons. Use games to make learning interactive and fun. Utilize digital tools to add another dimension to your teaching. These techniques are not just about making lessons more enjoyable, but about fostering a love for learning and encouraging creative thinking in your students. As we wrap up, keep this in mind. Remember, as educators, we have the power to shape the creative minds of tomorrow. So let's embrace creativity in our teaching and inspire our students to do the same.